High School for Northwest Suburban Conference Boys Soccer. An interesting matchup for you here tonight on CCX as the Armstrong Falcons pay a visit here to Park Center to take on the Pirates. I am Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligry, and Sig, at least on paper, kind of an interesting contrast. We've seen an Armstrong team that's really come out and scored the ball very well, averaging 4 goals a game in their first 4, and they have gotten off to a very strong start. Park Center has had trouble putting the ball away. They're 2-1, but haven't really played their best just yet, but still should be a good matchup based on what we've seen when they've played in the past years.
Yeah, I would think so. And for Park Center, no, they haven't scored many goals, but they haven't given up too many either, so they have a good, strong defense. Armstrong is coming in with pretty good goal scoring, as you were saying, 16 goals so far, and 10 of them from one player alone. So they have a lot of power.
Yeah, let's talk about key players to look at in this one, and it's hard not to notice that total that Moses Kamara has been able to put up for the Falcons. And new coaching staff for Armstrong, Jordan Escobar, their new head coach, said he feels like he's one of the best players in the state.
Well, from what we've seen in the stats, I'd say, yeah. It sounds like he's very good at maneuvering the ball, going through a defense, getting help from his forwards, good crosses, and he's unselfish. If he sees an opening for a teammate, he will give it to him.
And for Park Center, we're going to talk about one of their veteran guys, a senior midfielder, Titus Lee, guy that they know kind of what they're going to get each night. He's been a solid performer for them.
Yeah, he's been very steady. He's only got 2 assists, but he gets the ball to the player. He knows how to bring the ball down the field, and he's going to give that Armstrong defense something to think about.
Last year, Armstrong didn't have quite as good of a record, certainly, as Park Center. They tied, though, when they played. Park Center this year, I think, looking at this one, as this is a type of game for an opportunity to get going a little bit. They haven't really felt like they've quite gelled yet, and they want to do well against what is apparently a pretty good Armstrong team.
Yeah, the coach is looking for some, as you said, some maturity, starting to pull together, get some fire under the team, get something going, get some excitement going. And that's not an easy task to do for a coach, I can tell you that. But we'll see how he does in this game.
All right, should be a good one here tonight. The Falcons and the Pirates, boys soccer from the Northwest Suburban on the way next on a beautiful night here from Park Center High School.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back here to Park Center as we get set to begin tonight's contest, as these teams eager to see how they match up here in this 2024 season. A little bit of change on both sides in terms of coaches, although it's a different scenario with Park Center. Their 2 coaches have just flip-flopped spots from a year ago, with Sean McNatton moving back into the head coaching role, and Jason Barnhouse now an assistant. And meanwhile, Jordan Escobar coming in to take over at Armstrong. He had been coaching in the Rogers program, and in fact has a son playing for Rogers still, so they'll be playing a father versus son matchup this season.
Getting ready for the match to start. Center referee is Jaewon Kim.
Look at the starters for these 2 teams. Jackson Bennett getting the starting goal for Park Center. Jack Fisher for Armstrong. Bennett seeing his first time. Brandon Perez has been playing so far. But we are underway. Armstrong's in white, and they will get first possession, driving it upfield, but well out of play. And the wind is going to be a little bit of a factor. It's kind of blowing across the field from the far side to the near side, and I think that not much doubt that ball was affected by the wind already too. So it will be interesting to see how it impacts play. It's a very nice night, but there is, a noticeable breeze.
Yeah, it's about 15 miles an hour, sustained winds, no real gusts, so it should be at least tolerable.
popped high in the air here, and a header there by Victory Adamote for Park Center, but the Falcons able to push it up the right side and
get
a little attack going there as shot blocked, and will be an early corner here for the Falcons. Heading out to take it for Armstrong. It will be Sam Hunt lining it up for a left-footed corner. And there's a header, and it's in. A quick goal for the Falcons. That didn't take long at all as Jafet Fernandez getting up for the header, and they score just 25 seconds in off the corner. Well, Hunt striking it well, but defenders not getting to him, and Fernandez getting up in the crowd and heads that one in. Might have glanced off a defender a little bit too, but a good header. Can't ask for a much better start than that.
No, it was a nice low corner kick right to Fernandez, just headed right into the open space of the net.
Well, we talked about how they've been able to generate offense.
Yeah, well, we
you
just
don't
saw
always expect it in the first half minute of the game, though. The first opportunity goes in the net for the Falcons, and they are up early, 1-0. Pirates trying to switch fields here, get it across, but a nice step up and takeaway. Armstrong looking to counter in a hurry up the side there is Andrew Hayden. Knocked away, but they will get a throw. And Coach Escobar did talk, asked about generating a lot of offense, and he said it's kind of been our plan this year was to be an aggressive attacking team, to not lay back, to try and generate a lot of chances, and it worked early here.
And that's ideal for the coach. You get up early in the game, that puts the pressure on the defense. There's a battle for the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of green shirts around it.
Bumped around a little bit there was Kamara, but now Falcons getting it back out to the outside. It'll go out of play, though, and a throw for Park Center.
AR2 over there, that is James Mandolin. AR1 on this side is Mark Backlund. Those are the officials for this match.
Another throw coming for Park Center here. There was some confusion on who's, actually it might be a free kick, it looks like, yes, for the Pirates. Coach McNaughton was saying they don't have a very big team in terms of size, and that they got bumped around a little bit, he felt like, against Totino Grace in their last game, and hoping to kind of counteract that. He said we've got some good skill, not as much depth maybe as we've had in some past years, and not a whole lot of size physically, but some skill. And that'll be a trip called there against Armstrong as Abdul Rahman called for the trip. And Johanso Camacho, probably the most skilled Pirate overall, he'll take this free kick. And a chip went into the box. Falcons knock it out of there. Good battle for the ball, and this is going to result in a corner, I believe. Yes, as Adamodi was trying to drag that ball along the end line, and Falcons came up to meet him, but knocked it out of play.
So corner kick coming from the far side. See how the Pirates do on their set play.
Camacho taking this corner, and
boy, that came in hot.
And looks like they're going to have him redo it. I think the substitution wasn't complete yet, so he was not really given the go-ahead to go. So they'll do this over again. See if he'll go with the same corner look here.
Yep.
Armstrong getting to it first, but ball still in trouble, and a shot and a goal. And the Pirates will quickly even things up. As finding the net there is Christopher Gutierrez. So, corner kicks, the theme of the game so far, as the Pirates answer with a goal on their own corner. See, the first play was the header by the Falcons, but then it comes right over to Gutierrez, who traps it down with that left foot, and then perfect strike. Look at that shot.
Wow, exactly where the keeper cannot get his hands on it. Excellent shot.
High bounce upfield. So we often talk about how set pieces become important, and especially, in key games down the stretch, and in both teams converting off early corner kick. Fisher chips this one up in the air. And you kind of like that both goals were, good offensive plays too. It wasn't just the ball wound up in the net because of a lucky bounce or anything like that. It was good plays in both cases.
Yeah, that's why we keep, like you said, set plays come in to be a major factor, especially corner kicks.
And for Armstrong, defensively, the beginning part of that was well done. I mean, they got up strong for a header, but it just wound up going right to an offensive player, and sometimes that's hard to control. I like the way Gutierrez, too, he got up so quickly. He kind of went to stop that ball. He went off balance, but it didn't take him long to release that shot. You see players sometimes that just aren't quick enough getting rid of it, and he didn't have that problem at all.
No, he stepped around the defender very nicely. There's a shot coming from the outside, hits the upright and above.
Mohammed Abdul Rahman ripping one from long distance, but that one a rising shot up over the head of Bennett and not close to being on net really there. We're tied at 1-1. Early goals off corner kicks for both teams, as Armstrong's Jafet Fernandez getting one just 25 seconds in, and then Park Center's Christopher Gutierrez answering just under 5 minutes in to tie things up, and again both coming directly off of corners. Nice step up and takeaway there by Adam Benjamin. Able to track it down and get this cross away. And pass coming back across, and it bounced away though from Russell Yang, and Armstrong's Mara bringing it back upfield, knocked from him, but we'll get a throw for the Falcons. I was asking Coach Escobar, if teams have started to kind of send extra attention to Kamara's way, and he said, well, we feel like we have enough other weapons that if, you overcommit,
right,
we're going to try and take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's one of the rule, not the rule, the sensible play is you don't want to double team somebody because that leaves another player wide open.
High bouncer here is going to come all the way in and scooped up by Fisher. Sophomore for the Falcons in goal. And that pass taken away by Yang, but then knocked right back. Lee flicking it forward. And they're going to play it back to the keeper Fisher here, and he'll distribute it out to the right. Falcons moving it up nicely, trying to spring Kamara up the middle. And nice job not to panic defensively there. Getting back was Adamodi.
Yeah, normally you want to control the ball, but in that situation, the right move was to get it over the touchline, give your defense time to regroup. Ooh, sunshine.
Kesher, the throw in here for the Falcons. And this one's going to roll all the way out. We'll get a goal kick coming here for Park Center. Shinobi Vang will take this goal kick here for PC. Got it beyond midfield now. They knock it ahead. Trying to spring Prince Nunu. Back it'll come, and circling back is Vang. He's able to spin away And it went out of play, so.
Yeah, just barely, but that went out of play. Nice footwork.
This will be Armstrong's throw. Sam Kesher will trigger it in here for the Falcons. Played straight up the middle there. Adam Newman intercepting. Newman sending it long, and then a takeaway right back. Falcons trying to generate some offense here from out wide now, and that one blocked, but it'll be a corner upcoming, and we already know what that can mean in this game, as both teams, as we talked about, have converted off their first corners. Hunt over there to take it again.
It's left-footed, so it should curve in towards the goal area. Nice.
Right on net.
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
the follow-up hits the crossbar as got Bennett kind of losing his balance a little bit as he knocked that one down. Could have been trouble, but ultimately turns out to be a harmless opportunity there.
It's a nice corner. Bats it down and then got a little bit too far underneath the ball.
Yeah, Kamara would like to have that one to do again. That one could have easily been his 11th goal of the year, but
Yep, it was
got it under it too much.
It was wide open net, but still a good scoring opportunity.
And there you saw where a well-placed corner kick can mean some indecision for the keeper, because I think he was unsure whether he was going to be able to get to that ball directly just to reach out and snatch it out of the air.
Right.
So as it was, he kind of played it back off it a little bit, which in that case wasn't going to work out well. I mean,
No,
it could
no.
very easily have been a goal. Another throw coming here for Park Center as we stay tied at 1-1. Just about 12 minutes into this first half of play. Benjamin throwing it in for PC, and then they'll come right back to him. Jabbed away from him, but it'll be Park Center's throw. As Khalid Hassan met him there. Now a throw coming for Armstrong. Kesher will trigger it in here for the Falcons. Field now entirely in shade. Right back it comes to Andrew Hayden, and they'll work it around to the middle to Newman and Sam Kesher. Gets the return pass here as they look to work it upfield, and then finally a takeaway, but it goes out off Park Center. We'll get a throw for Armstrong. A little bit interesting for the Falcons is they're using a 3-2-3-2 set, and you can kind of see that shape in that as they came upfield there. Try to have a lot of flexibility with it, of course.
Well, Park Center's marking up pretty tight.
Khalid Hassan triggering it into Abdul Rahman there. And Hassan tripped over the ball. Battle for it, and it stayed in as that clearing attempt was blocked. Now the Pirates, Camacho runs into traffic. Kamara picking it up. And he was held, I think, there, yeah. Getting a little bit physical. And I know last year there was some emotions got a little high in this matchup a year ago. There's Jordan Escobar, the Falcons coach. He said he's really enjoying it so far. He said, yeah, we're doing well, but also just the kids are good kids who have been working hard and gelling pretty well together. He likes what he's seen so far. Chipped ahead. They go all the way across the left side here. Hassan trying to get some room now. Abdul Rahman gets it back. Yeah, as you noted earlier, Park Center is not backing off at all. They're putting pressure on every dribbler.
Yeah, they're marking up really tight.
Abdul Rahman shooting. Ooh, and it got deflected. And let's see, this might be a handball call, I think. Not in the box, but it will be a free kick upcoming for Armstrong in a pretty dangerous spot. It was hard to tell if what that shot was going to be like if it hadn't hit somebody. And Park Center, I think, pleading their case that it was, just he shot it into my hand. It wasn't,
right.
But
inadvertent.
Yeah, but the center referee did not feel the same.
Yeah, his arm was already out and it hit the arm, so that will constitute a handball.
Abdul Rahman lining it up. Another good opportunity here for the Falcons. And he rips a shot, and it's off the goal post, and then his header follow-up is too high. Wow, near miss there as they nearly convert off the free kick. But we stay tied at 1. Another look at this rocket. I think he did pretty much what he wanted to do, except just missed by a couple inches.
Inches, yeah, that could have ricocheted in. And again, those set plays are so important.
Kamara trying to drop that one between a couple players, and now served back in there by Kesher, but Pirates clear for the moment, but Armstrong getting it right back. Falcons have kind of started to tilt the field in their favor a little bit here of late. They're getting some good offensive zone time. Here's a left-footed rip by Abdul Rahman, and that one going up a little too high, but even though he missed the net, I still am kind of impressed that, so many players aren't that well schooled in shooting with both feet like that.
Right. But the other aspect of that is they are getting the ball into some good quality shooting positions.
Yeah, and I feel like their decision making has been pretty good in terms of where to go with the ball, but also when to shoot.
Right.
You see so many teams that they seem hesitant to shoot. They're being drilled so much about we got to work the ball for that perfect shot, and then it never comes.
Yeah, I like that better. You see an opening, make your decision quick and take the shot.
And like we've talked about in other games, it's a big net. If you put it on accurately and have a little bit of room to shoot, there's some chances to score.
Absolutely.
Good battle for it along the sideline there as Pirates not conceding any ground. This will be an Armstrong throw. And again, we're seeing a little bit of what Coach McNaughton talked about, where been some size mismatches a little bit where Armstrong's gotten the better of a few, shoulder on shoulder plays there. Falcons get it into Newman, and he'll swing it across to Sam Kesher. Hassan's pass intercepted by Camacho, and here they go the other way with Nunu, but not for long. Taken right back.
Armstrong also very adept right now at marking up.
Tried to play that one long up the middle. Just got that one away as the back pass was a little bit slow, and then now a little bit of an injury to the Armstrong player, looks like, as Andrew Hayden went down after Nunu came up to meet him. It is going to be a free kick for Armstrong. They did call a foul on Nunu. As you get another look, this pass back was too slow, but then Nunu was beaten to it.
A little bit of a hip check there.
Cross to Kesher. And he had it picked off by Titus Lee. Now Camacho. Nunu has Camacho coming up that right side. And Abdul Rahman with a nice sliding tackle there.
That was pretty, wasn't it?
Ooh, Lee got hit up in the face.
Uh-oh.
I don't think they saw it. He took one on the side of the jaw or cheek there. Camacho, that ball went out of play. It'll be a throw for Armstrong. Lee shaking it off there. I couldn't tell if it was just kind of inadvertent, but he definitely got whacked. Watch right there. The arm of Camacho came up and hit him.
Hit him right in the forehead.
Falcons go right back to work quickly here off that throw-in. Hayden trying to feed one through, and he got a pretty accurate pass up that right side. And it's going to be another corner kick upcoming here for Armstrong. A good positional defense there, and just kind of an unfortunate one. They blocked it, and it ended up over the end line there. So Hunt will again line it up for the corner kick. And they scored on one and had a very near miss on another already.
There's a screamer coming in pretty low and cleared out.
That one he didn't quite get the angle he wanted on, I don't think.
No.
It'll be a throw, though, for Armstrong as Lee knocked it out. Now served in the middle, high bounce. Hassan able to track it down here for the Falcons. Abdul Rahman intercepting. His pass jabbed away, but it'll be another Armstrong throw. Kamara trying to turn with that one. Well defended, though, by Benjamin. Kamara, though, gets it back. Wow, good feet there. Dragging it down along, and let's see, this will be another corner kick upcoming for Armstrong.
It's the fourth corner for Armstrong.
This time it'll be Eli Mahabadi taking the corner for a right-footed kicker from this side. Curving it in, ooh, and they just missed on the connection on the header. No, he does get it to go. My apologies, as that one snuck just inside the goalpost. And Armstrong will take a 2-1 lead as Abdul Rahman able to put that one in. I gotta get another look at this. I obviously didn't see it quite right here. Oh, it glanced off the defender and then in off. Abdul Rahman got a piece of it, and then there we go. It hit Yang.
That's why it was hard to see.
Yeah, I'm making excuses for myself there, but
Yeah, that was hard to tell.
Abdul Rahman getting the goal with the header, and the Falcons will take a 2-1 lead, his second goal of the season.
And again, off the corner.
Boy, 3 of their 4 corners have either led to goals or very close. I mean, that's a good. That's even if you're out there in practice.
That's pretty good.
That's a good percentage
yeah.
to generate chances. I mean, I'm sure good teams feel like, well, we should be able to put the ball in a good spot to at least get an opportunity.
Right.
But it doesn't always happen like that.
But they've been on target. Foul now called against Armstrong.
Driven long up the field here. Really good hustle, but couldn't quite get to it, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Falcons. So a 2-1 Armstrong lead. All 3 of our goals have come off corner kicks this evening.
So the name of the game is don't give up a corner.
Yeah. Left over now for Kesher. Hassan coming back to it. Trying to turn and go with it. Got hemmed in though. Abdul Rahman coming up with it now. And he will bank it out off of the Pirates' Lee, and a throw coming for Armstrong. And they're going to allow the Pirate to tie his shoe quick there. Actually, more than one of them was right now. Kesher will take the throw in here for the Falcons. Kamara volleying it high in the air.
It is already physical down there.
Yeah, nothing coming easy.
No.
Battle in the air. Camacho coming away with it and had it knocked away, but they recover behind him with Gutierrez, who had Park Center's goal. And then a nice takeaway, and the Falcons looking to quickly attack. Abdul Rahman leading this wave, trying to go to Kamara, but broken up there nicely by Adamodi for Park Center.
Ooh. Oh, boy, that could get you a yellow.
Abdul Rahman rolling up onto the leg there of Toby Aristeri, who's in a little bit of pain, and it is indeed a yellow.
No contact with the ball, then rolls up on his leg. Hopefully that's not a serious injury. It's going to come off the field, work on it.
You got somebody for him? Yeah.
Yeah, no hesitation on the call.
No.
You know, it was those can be dangerous, and he kind of hooked the arm a little bit first to turn his body too, which that in itself was bad enough, but then rolled into the legs. Here's a header that skips off a couple of players, but Fisher there to grab it up for the Falcons. He hasn't had much work for a while now. Early on they got that corner that went in, but he hasn't faced a lot of shots. You know, it's been mostly at the other end of the field here, down middle part of this half.
Hey, Toby, on defense, you got to get back with pace. I know you don't want to, but we have to, okay? Otherwise, we won't get.
There's Sean McNaughton. I almost kind of want to say an asterisk by first season, because it is his first season back in charge here. And there's Jason Barnhouse right next to him, who had been the head coach. We said they flip-flop spots. So, but a lot of coaching experience here at Park Center and girls and boys soccer, and also at St. Olaf for Sean McNaughton. And you know, Jason Barnhouse played his high school soccer just a few miles away at Osseo, and Sean played his high school soccer at Champlain Park a few miles away too. So.
Right.
They have not only been coaching in this program, but just been around soccer in this area for a very long time. Kesher will throw it in here for the Falcons. And back in after going out with that injury is Toby Aristeri for PC, so that's good to see. It kind of looked bad at first.
Yeah. When he rolled up on his leg, it did not look good, but fortunately, it was not a serious injury.
Here comes Camacho. They've bottled him up pretty well so far. He's a good player. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity though, and then that pass was back behind its intended target, so the Falcons will get a throw. Joey Jacobson coming in for Armstrong. I think, you know, fair to say maybe, well, I guess it depends on the player, but maybe a little bit welcome that we're starting to have a little bit cooler evenings for these games. We're not, you know, early in the season you see so many games where there's a lot of cramping and players, you know, really getting kind of overheated or dehydrated a little bit. And I feel like once we get into these nights when things cool down a little bit, it's a little bit better for terms of being able to, you know, stay out there and play most of the game or just be effective.
Yeah, you're right. And we did a game a couple of days ago where it was warmer, and there were several players who had issues with cramps. But this is good weather.
Now, I guess we don't want to speak too soon. Second half is a lot of times when that stuff starts showing up. So not that it still couldn't. And
the tendency is not to be as severe.
Right.
Should be a goal kick, and it is.
Pirates subbing in with Alan Vang. As Coach McNaughton was saying that I mentioned earlier, they feel like maybe their bench isn't quite as deep as in some seasons that they've had, so kind of riding their frontline guys maybe a little bit more than they sometimes have or would like to, but chipped ahead here. And the pass dropped back. Knocked away though from Armstrong, and here's Abdul Rahman, who back in there after receiving the yellow card. Camacho trying to get some space. They throw a double at him though, and he gets away. A good cross, and the header not able to direct it on net there.
Had the right idea. Get that across. You see it again. Nice move here. 2 defenders on him.
Yeah, considering he had 2 guys fully committed to him, he actually got a pretty good pass away. Vang, though, just not quite able to be in this position, and maybe, frankly, not quite able to have the size to, get up. He got his head on it, but if he were a little bit taller, might have been able to direct that one a little bit more. Obviously, that's something you can't do anything about, though.
Nope. Well, you could wear elevator shoes.
Well,
that's not going to work.
Played back here to the keeper, Bennett. Falcons looking to get back on the attack here. They haven't been quite as dominant in the last few minutes as they had been for a stretch there of this half.
Yeah, I think the Pirate defense has been tightening up. Oh, trip.
Yeah. Might have been a combination. He might have gotten a jersey grab a little bit there too. And I think Abdul Rahman saying, hey, I got a yellow card when I did something like that. How about that one? But the referee said no. Falcons putting it back into play here. They lead it 2-1. Again, all 3 goals coming off of corner kicks, including one in the first 30 seconds of the game for Armstrong. And then their second one, there was a play-by-play guy up here in the booth, me, who didn't see it real cleanly, and I thought it had gone just wide, but it actually bounced off a defender and in.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either until we looked at the replay. Well, we knew it when the player was celebrating, but
Abdul Rahman trying to sneak that one through to the outside.
See, nice. Again, they're the defense getting in there and getting the takeaway.
Then they turn it back over, though. Kamara, I think he was getting ready to maybe line up a shot, but the defender gets there first. They've done a pretty good job on him. I mean, granted, he almost had a goal off that corner when the keeper knocked it down but couldn't control it, and he popped it over the net from close range. But, I mean, we've seen his skill, but at the same time, I don't think they've let him run wild. They've done a pretty good job on him.
Yeah, they're covering him pretty good, not letting him have any quality shots, or at minimal.
Here's Kamara trying to spin away, and then went to the outside with it, broken up there by Shinobi Vang, but it'll be a throw again for Armstrong. And again, they have certainly had the better of the play in this first half and more offensive zone time overall than Park Center, and I would say a deserved 2-1 lead for them. Camacho held up as he tried to cut back across the middle, and it will be a free kick here for Park Center. I think there's no doubt that the word is he's a very skilled guy, but not the biggest, so they try to put a body on him, and that time got caught. This offside here.
Took off just a little bit too early.
Yeah, Lee was out in front of the gang, and he can't hide with those yellow shoes either. I think they're easier to spot him out there, right?
That's true.
Takeaway here. Pirates trying to get some offense going. Lee playing it to the outside. Aristeri. He's moving pretty well after being taken down on that play earlier and going out briefly with that injury. Camacho trying to get some space to work. He'll turn and roll one out front, knocked away, but still not out of harm's way just yet. Throw in coming up for Park Center. Boy, they would love to get one, down the stretch of the half. There's those yellow shoes for Lee. They would love to get one to tie it up. I mean, I think in a lot of ways they've been outplayed in this half, but still it only takes one to, get it back to even. And
Yes.
Newman will go with the free kick here. And Armstrong, there's Camacho intercepting that one. He slipped but gets quickly back up, and they go right back to the offense. Lee maneuvering out to the left. Jabbed away from him, and looks like it did hit Lee on the way out, so it will be an Armstrong throw. Pirates were all set to think they were going to get some offense. They thought the throw might be theirs, but official said otherwise. Hayden with the throw in for Armstrong. Pirates have probably had one of their better stretches of the half here in the last, 2-3 minutes.
Yes, they have. They've been able to not only get a takeaway, but then start moving up the field.
But just as we say that Armstrong was going the other way, then had it knocked loose, and little back and forth action. They'll come across to Kesher, and then back attacking through the middle with Ringel. Kamara keeps it moving out right. They tried to go back to him, jabbed away, but a follow-up opportunity and a bouncing shot. And Bennett getting down to smother that one here for Park Center.
Well, nice long punt.
Falcons got first touch on it though, and they quickly get it right back, and Ringel will play it to the outside. And they lose it though. It'll be a throw for Park Center. One thing I like about Armstrong too, Sig, is they haven't been one-dimensional. You've seen them work the left side and the right side. And,
Yep.
And it looks like this could be cramps perhaps for Luis Arroyo. Knew we spoke too soon on that one.
It wasn't the second half yet, but he's up.
Yeah, and I, just guessing that may not be the case with cramps. He's just a little bit shaken up anyway. Yeah, he was already hobbling, so it might have been. Might very well have been cramp, but.
Yeah, I think so. He's on the bench.
Falcons trying to win this one back. Kamara getting it out to the outside, and here they come up that wing. Chip to the front, and the header just over the top of the net. Good opportunity there, but Fernandez not able to put that one away. And now we've got another player look like we're maybe going to hobble off a little bit. Another look at, first of all, Kamara, there's a look at that injury to Vang, and then the cross and a header. Oh,
wow.
That was an excellent setup.
That was pretty.
Good pass, strong header, just hit the crossbar. So they not only have they scored twice, they've had two very near misses, or actually three very near misses. One off the goal post, one that went just over the net from Kamara, and then that one. It's starting to see why they have put up 16 goals in their first 4 matches.
Yeah, they can really put the pressure on in the offensive third of the field.
And like we talked about earlier, when looking at the stats, you see that it's been a lot of Kamara scoring, but obviously they've got some other offensive abilities too. We've seen a few different guys that have looked very capable of putting the ball away, and obviously 2 of them have, with Fernandez and Abdul Rahman. Long pass across there. And that one got out though, I think. Going to be a throw for Armstrong.
Armstrong quickly getting the ball back into play with halftime looming. Whoa, there was a
Fernandez
tackle.
Tripped up, and I think this is going to be a foul call, and I think the AR might have assisted the center referee in
I don't know. He hit the ball first. So let's see what the call is. They could call, even though he made contact with the ball, he did get the player's legs. And he's reaching into his pocket. Get this James Mandelin over there, talking to Jaewon Kim, center referee. Here it is again. There's the looks like contact, right, with the ball. But did he go through the ball and then hit the legs?
I don't think initially he was going to call that, and then the AR kind of waved the flag to indicate that he felt that it maybe was, and now Jordan Escobar kind of pleading the case over there too.
Of course, we have the advantage of replay, and they don't.
So Fernandez helped to his feet and
still waiting for the call from the center ref.
looks like it is going to be a throw. I think he was going to stick with his initial call.
Yeah. That's kind of what we saw. We saw the contact with the ball and then the legs. So he followed the rules. And as soon as they clear the field, we'll have a throw-in.
And I think, too, when you're coach on a play like that, you're kind of going to stick up for your guy, even if you're not certain whether it was a foul or not, too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I certainly don't disagree with Jordan Escobar to, wanted to voice his opinion on that, and he was very calm about it, but just, kind of let him know that he thought he saw it as his guy being taken down illegally there. Down under 2 minutes to go in the first half, and they're going to play it way back long to Fisher here, but nobody there for Park Center in the moment. Newman will drive it upfield. High bouncer there, and the Pirates able to come down with it. Nunu then is going to dish it back to Benjamin. Ooh, nice takeaway there, though, by Hassan. He'll cut it to the middle. Oops, pass a little behind its target. Will be an Armstrong throw, though. Falcons leading it 2-1, and that throw was out, I think. So it'll be Park Center getting the throw as we go under a minute to play in this first half.
So Pirates now with an opportunity to get something in the last minute. But that's picked off by Armstrong.
You never like to see that.
No, not on a throw-in.
Immediate turnover. And Kamara was tripped up. It'll be a free kick here for Armstrong. We're under 40 seconds to go in the half. They don't need to be in too big of a hurry, but just kind of be mindful. And Park Center getting up, not giving space there on that free kick. And the bouncer will come into Bennett. Good ball to boot that one out of there. Falcons, though, quickly win it back. Hassan getting it ahead. Trying to go to Jacobson. Knocked out of there, though, and that's going to about do it for the first half. And again, lots of corner kicks making damage in this first half. All three of our goals coming via corner kicks. The last of them by that young man, Mohammed Abdul Rahman, as Armstrong takes a 2-1 lead into halftime of this one. We'll have first half highlights and stats, and then our second half of soccer, Northwest Suburban Boys Soccer on CCX Sports.
In 1935, Top Line Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Top Line Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back. The sun's setting here in Brooklyn Park as Armstrong leading Park Center by a score of 2-1 here at halftime of this eventful first half in boys soccer. I'm Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligry, and let's take a look at some first half highlights. And boy, we did not take long to get started. An early corner kick for Armstrong as Hunt will take the corner kick, and Fernandez up for the header, buries it. That was just 25 seconds into the match, and a quick 1-0 lead for Armstrong. Answering is Park Center. The header knocks it, but then Gutierrez traps it down and just a quick release rocket with the left foot. That was a great shot, and that one came 4:55 in, so we were tied up at a goal apiece after that one. And then most of the chances after that were Armstrong. Here's a very near miss by Kamara off the corner, and then that one off the goalpost off a free kick for Abdul Rahman. Follow-up try wasn't too far away from going in either, but he'll eventually get his. Mahabadi with the corner kick here, and the header is in. Abdul Rahman heading it, and then it hit a defender as well. We didn't notice it or couldn't tell at first that it snuck inside the goalpost, but it certainly did, and a 2-1 lead for Armstrong, as you see those first half stats reflecting that the Falcons have certainly had the better of the play.
Oh, absolutely. Look at the numbers for Armstrong. 2 goals, 11 shots, 5 on goal, 4 fouls, and 4 corner kicks. And they've been dynamite on corners. For Park Center, 1 goal, 2 shots, 1 on goal, 7 fouls, and 1 corner.
So we'll see how the second half shakes up as Armstrong trying to continue to push and stay undefeated here. Park Center looking to get something going, and some well wishes as well right there. 2-1 Armstrong, our score as we get set for half number 2.
At Top Line Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Top Line member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back here to Park Center. A beautiful evening for soccer. Armstrong a little tardy getting back out. Everybody from Park Center and the officials was all ready to go, and there was no sign of the Falcons. They have locker room, or at least meeting rooms underneath the stands here at Park Center, and I think that's where they were, and didn't get word that, hey, we're about ready to go here. So Pirates with the ball to begin this second half. Armstrong had the better of things in the first half, and they lead it 2-1, but we saw some good play down the stretch from Park Center too to get some of their better offensive sequences as well, and they're certainly capable of coming back in this one.
I would not be surprised to see Park Center send the ball deep and go after it, because trying to move the ball up has not been all that successful.
Yeah, I feel like here's Camacho. I feel like pretty much every team we talk to, their idea starting out is we want to be a possession team. We want to quote unquote play the game the right way. But at some point, sometimes you have to kind of go with whatever's going to work
Right.
best for you that
Yeah.
night. I mean, it isn't all at the varsity level. Yeah, it's still about teaching the game the right way and everything, but you also have to go with what's going to work too.
Yeah, and what's reality? If you're not getting that possession and the other team is marking you up too tight, the way to open that up is to send the ball a little bit deeper. I'm not saying shoot it all the way in, but certainly give it a little bit longer pass and see what you can develop from that.
Yeah, and the other thing with that is a lot of times you might connect on 4 or 5 nice passes, but then if you still lose the ball 40 yards from the goal, are you really any better off than
Right.
if you'd make it, given one big attempt? And I understand it. I think there are a lot of coaches who, kind of more purist and really roll their eyes at teams that just kick the ball long and go after it. Here's an opportunity on that cross. Follow-up attempt is blocked, but it'll be a corner kick upcoming for Armstrong, and we know what those have meant in this game. Mahabadi will take this corner kick for the Falcons. He got an assist on that second goal on a corner kick. Hooking it in. Oh, and that header goes up in the air from Abdul Rahman.
Oh, that was a nice corner. Good arc on it. Came down right in front of the goal area. The header just did not connect.
Well, we talked about it in that first half. That, again, I think another opportunity perhaps here. A lot of teams would say, that putting a corner kick in a good spot should be very doable for a varsity level player, but it doesn't. We see an awful lot of games where they aren't always that accurate.
True, and that's something that they just have to work on. I remember years ago when we were covering girls soccer, Wayzata had a player who was so adept at corners. That was her specialty. And just scored a lot of goals off the corner set play.
Yeah, and a lot of times, even if you're not able to, get one where you finish it instantly, it still puts pressure on that defense if you get the ball in a good spot.
Yes, I agree.
Another corner coming up here for Armstrong as we get another look at Mahabadi.
This is pretty. Right there. Oh, that was nice.
Defender did a good job though wasn't as tall as Abdul Rahman, but he got in front of him, so he couldn't get fully to that ball.
Yeah,
and this one glances off the goalpost and then smothered by Bennett as the left-footed corner kicker there. Hunt put that one in a dangerous spot as well, and it actually ended up hitting off the goalpost.
Bennett doing a good job of smothering that one.
Pirates, as if they didn't already know, that the chief goal needs to be don't give up any more corners, because besides the 2 that have gone in, there have been about 3 more dangerous ones for Armstrong. Abdul Rahman mishits this one, but they still get it back. Hassan trying to get through a couple defenders there. It'll be a throw for Armstrong as here's that most recent corner from Hunt.
Again, nice. A little bit deeper.
That one almost went directly in.
Yeah, like a little bit to the right, that would have curved in.
Free kick upcoming here for Armstrong as they try and build on a 2-1 lead. We're early in the second half. It was 2-1 at halftime. And for about the second half of the first half, that's what been the score, as Armstrong scored in the 22nd minute to make it 2-1. Here's a rip that goes well up and over the top. It'll be a goal kick coming here for Park Center.
So that gives the Pirates an opportunity now to get the ball out of their end.
Abdul Rahman up for that header, and Pirates with the takeaway though, but then jabbed loose, and Nunu coming back. He was tripped. It'll be a free kick for Park Center, and let's hope Nunu's all right there.
I think it's going to be a yellow.
Yep, I believe you're right. Yes, indeed, it is a yellow card coming up right there against Andrew Hayden. There's always going to be one here or there that maybe you don't agree with, but I feel like by and large tonight it's been a well officiated match.
I agree. These guys are doing a great job.
See, they're putting the body on Nunu, and it has been physical at times for sure. And like I said, you know, there's certain play or here or there where somebody watching may, well, what do you mean he missed when he, you know,
Right.
But it's not been an easy game to officiate, and they've done, I think, quite well.
No, I agree. Good crew.
And as we've talked about in not only this sport but other sports, there have been some officiating shortage. I mean, you can't take it for granted that you're always going to have officials. So to me, it adds some appreciation and maybe some understanding, compassion for what they do.
Yes.
That even if you don't agree with their call, you're at least glad that you have officials and can play these games. Abdul Rahman on the move, dishing it right. Nice pass break up there by Draves. And we will get a throw coming here for Park Center. Battle for it along the line there. Camacho will take the throw in here for PC. Lee sending it ahead, but that one didn't get as much on it as he wanted and intercepted.
Yeah, when I said setting the ball up, I was indicating that we should go to your own player.
Yeah. And I think maybe from a little bit farther upfield spot, too. That one.
Yeah, that was far behind. Yep.
Yeah, just had too far to go with it.
But maybe that's what they put in for a game change, different strategy.
Hayden coming back into the Armstrong lineup there after he received that yellow card moments ago. Free kick here for Park Center as Camacho will line it up. Sending this one into the box. Scramble for it out front. And they never really got a clean look at a shot there, but still a dangerous one served in there. Knocked away from Camacho, but it'll be a throw here for Park Center. Again, it only takes one to tie it up here, even
That's
though,
true.
like we talked about, overall, they've certainly been outplayed, but
It was like the old cliche goes, if you can hang around.
oh, and that one will be knocked in, an own goal as Nunu passed it out front, and a defender knocks it in. Nunu will get the goal, and it's 2-2.
Like I said.
Just
We have to get credit for calling one thing right.
crossing this ball,
Nice cross right here. Good.
and
Good
Newman
feet. Oh,
deflecting
trying
it
to
in.
kick it back. Oh my goodness. Oh, that hurts. I think he was trying to get it back to the keeper, but went right past him because I don't think he was ready for it.
Well, in any case, that's a tough spot. There's no way that you're going to be able to react to that deflection in that close. So
No.
I feel like he was trying to block it, but it just didn't hit his foot wrong there.
Could be. Yep, that could be the case.
So 2-2, Park Center fighting back, tying it up.
And Falcons now with a set play. Ooh, almost a field goal.
Abdul Rahman for the second time getting underneath one and ripping it over the top of the net. So we stay tied at 2-2. Well, we mentioned last year when they played at Armstrong, it ended up a 2-2 tie, and it was kind of a little bit of role reversal where you felt like overall Park Center certainly had a better year than Armstrong, but it was Armstrong showing up impressive to tie Park Center. Now at this point in this one, it kind of looks the other way where you say Park Center maybe is the team not quite as strong at the moment, but coming back to even things up here. Be interesting to see. Their coach Sean McNaughton did tell us. He said, "I just feel like we need to play with more fire, more intensity," and I feel like they probably are seeing that as this one goes on.
Well, they were finally getting possession of the ball. They were getting into the offensive third, and they were rewarded.
Lee dropping it over there, and they work it up the left side. Camacho.
Well, he's by himself, and oh my goodness, and then tripped. And guess what?
Andrew Hayden, this will be another yellow for him, which would mean he's done, I believe.
That's the second one? Yes.
Yeah. And my guess is that, the official at first may or may not have realized this is the guy I just carded, but either way, he's not going to pull it back. And watch Hayden come up right here, and that's a flagrant foul, as they would call it. He realized that he was going to go around him and just took the body out on basically a body check. So, well, Armstrong, not only did they lose one of their good players, they'll be short a player now with that second yellow. Camacho chipping it in. And boomed out back into the Pirate zone.
And not only are they going to be short-handed, he will not be eligible to play in the next league game, so he's out for the next game.
Kamara had it taken away by Camacho, and he will look to spring Nunu right up the middle. Nunu trapping it to himself. Here he comes, firing. Oh, and they got back to block that one. Looked like a great opportunity there for the Pirates, but Newman was able to position his body and block that one. Nunu did a good job of trapping it with his knee.
Boy, he came back
and look at this shot.
Wow. Those are so dangerous for a keeper because it goes over your head, and it's so easy to get in the wrong position and the ball goes behind you. Here we see it again. Look at his defense. Nice. Gets it, blocks it with his back. Good reaction.
And then watch this one. I mean, you don't even really think about this being a scoring attempt, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, for a second it looked kind of... Boy, and, in a way you feel kind of good for Newman to be able to block that shot because he was the player that had to go in off his own foot last time. Here's a shot that rolls just wide for Camacho as the Pirates all of a sudden all over him. Newman had that one. He was so disappointed when it went in basically an own goal as he blocked that crossing pass and put it in his own net, but then he got a nice block. And watch Camacho. Boy, he is, I said earlier that they'd done a pretty good job on him, but now we're starting to see him really generate things.
Yeah, you can see things are opening up a little bit for Park Center, and that's paying off. I mean, you can still control the ball and play possession, but you can also extend the pass length. Armstrong now regrouping.
Yeah, and regrouping on this sequence, but also kind of just in general, I think. They see, not only do they see their lead go away, then they see one of their defenders, Hayden, getting his second yellow and being red, which converts to a soft red. And so they... safe to say that they're a little bit back on their heels after they had really pretty much dominated the first half. Ahead to Kamara. He's tripped up. And right away, Abdul Armante, and okay, well, let's see, is this a card? And it looks like it probably is going to be. Victory Adamodi.
Nope,
just going to get a verbal warning. Yeah, he went for the ball.
He did.
And, you know, that's the thing sometimes. Yeah, and that one served in. Sometimes you just see, like, kind of like just a makeup call or whatever, like, oh, we have to even it up. But you still got to treat each individual play the way you see it.
Absolutely. And maybe he didn't have a good shot at it. But anyway, only a foul.
Pushed ahead up the right side. Lee got banged into there. I think that's going to be a foul against Armstrong. And now you're kind of getting to the point for both these teams where you really got to you be using your head about how physical, you know,
Right.
Obviously we're seeing some physical things back and forth, and that's, you know, that's part of the game too, but you have to make sure you're doing what's best for your team rather than for you getting a little revenge or whatever.
You're absolutely right. You don't want to go for revenge, and you know when the referees start handing out yellow cards, that's a message.
And this one will be a foul call against Park Center. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to start tightening up a little bit because, you know, we've seen it getting just a little bit chippy.
Well, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see that happening. Center referee, that's Sewon Kim, is not going to let this game get out of hand.
Abdul Rahman sending it ahead there. And that'll be a handball against Lee, so a free kick coming here for Armstrong. And again, set pieces have been the issue. I mean, obviously corners more so, but they've had a couple of really good chances at free kicks too.
Yeah, this is 35 yards out.
Hunt will take it, the left-footed kicker here, who has been real dangerous on corners.
So look for Armstrong to flood from the left to the center. I'm going to guess he's going to put this into the center of the box. Good guess.
Bounces loose in front. Pirates, they'll get to it.
Ooh.
Hunt going to watch it go out. It'll be a throw for Armstrong.
You know, I got to wonder about that one. The keeper should have called him off and taken the ball into his hands.
Ooh, and a short hopper here. It bounces loose. Keeper's down. He still makes a save while he's down. And Fernandez would like to have that one back as he had an opportunity out front as it was first not handled here on the bounce. And then watch him shoot, but a save actually by the defender. It went over the keeper, Bennett, and the defender made the save.
Just stuck his foot out there and happened to...
Here's a shot. Oh, and then Fisher coming up with a great stop for Armstrong to keep the game tied. Wow, we had a near miss at each end. You don't see that very often. The ball quickly advancing down to the our left here to the Armstrong end after they had almost scored.
Yes, Louise.
Kamara's second pass does get through to the outside. Fernandez cross was partially blocked. Bicycle try, and Pirates get it out. Camacho met there nicely, taken away.
You're good. Get back. Get back.
Good work by Kesher. Really opening up. Keep in mind, Armstrong down a man after a pair of yellow cards converting to red there for Andrew Hayden. Now, normally I would say, though, that you know, things really opening up probably favors Armstrong because they've been the team that scored a lot more early this year than Park Center. But when you're down a man, maybe that isn't quite as true.
Out of there. Out of there.
But we have seen things turn into a shooting gallery here of late.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's that last opportunity.
And Nunu dropping it
nice.
over, and good rip there. Fisher, though, making the stop on Connor Yang.
There was a rebound there, but he did a good job of keeping the ball in front of him so he can grab it.
Nice little play there out of the throw for Armstrong. chip to the front. Ooh, that one was pretty well set up also. And then a follow-up try. Blast goes wide. And it will be a goal kick here for Park Center. There was a stretch there where it was looking like Park Center was kind of taking command, and they did, in fact, tie it and everything. But now we're seeing a little bit counterpunch from Armstrong, too.
It's a back and forth now, which is what you want to see in the game. You know, you get position of the ball, you move it down the field, try to set up a good opportunity.
Goal kick here for Park Center after a substitution. That's why they had him hold up for a moment. Driven back upfield, and Nunu trying to play this one out to himself as he waits for help coming behind. And I think they're going to call that a handball. And Nunu looked like he did that kind of on purpose. I think the defender's saying the same thing, that he kicked it right into my hand, but still they'll call it. We saw a pretty similar one earlier.
Yes. Park Center with the equivalent of a corner kick, a set play.
Yeah, it really is in about an equally good spot, and that's
a better angle.
No, they're
waiting
for maybe it could be an injury.
We got substitutions.
Oh yeah, I thought at first maybe the Armstrong player was injured, but he had. All right, yeah, you're right. As you said, it's pretty much basically like a corner. Camacho putting it out front, trying to turn Nunu. That shot never made it there. Too much traffic. And the Falcons looking to counter.
Oh, nice transition on the counter.
Kamara taking that pass in the middle, and then we'll dish it back. And they keep working it nicely upfield there as Jacobson. And it'll be out off of Park Center. And we might have a foul call there. Jacobson came in aggressive at the player as they passed it. I think they're going to switch that perhaps to a foul call. As, see, Elias Gutierrez. Yeah, watch Jacobson come into him right as he got rid of it there.
Yeah, and stepped on his shoe. So it looks like AR1. That is Mark Backlund calling that.
And not able to keep it in play, so a throw coming for Armstrong. We've passed the halfway point here of the second half. The only goal coming for Park Center as Prince Nunu's crossing pass was actually knocked in by a defender to tie us up at 2-2. And then also we see Armstrong now shorthanded after a yellow card, a pair of yellow cards, I should say, turning to red for Hayden. Kamara.
But they're still aggressive and controlling the ball.
Yeah, there have been times of late where you would never know they're short. Bennett booming this one for Park Center. Been kind of interesting for both keepers tonight. You know, some of the majority of the goals they really haven't had much chance on. They've each maybe had one really good save, and then a little shaky once in a while on a couple of others where you say maybe in hindsight on a corner you might have thought about doing something different. But all in all, they've battled, both of them. Throw in for Jacobson for Armstrong. Camacho sending it back upfield, but Kesher is there. He's going to hook it over to the left. Nice ball as they keep the attack going. Well defended, though, before they could get that shot. And there's a spot where you kind of realize, you know, maybe that being a man short hurt them, I think.
Yeah.
Got that little extra defender to come in and help out. This one sent long up the middle, and Bennett will come off his line to grab it up. Header straight up the middle, and Pirates putting some pressure on, but Falcons get it out. Now Abdul Rahman controlling here. Dishing it out left. That's offside, though. Khalid Hassan got just a bit out front, but right idea, though. Ooh, and here's Camacho able to trap that ball down. Here he comes, 2-on-2. Camacho. Left-footed shot, blocked, but it's a corner upcoming for the Pirates.
And we know what happens with corner kicks in this match.
Yeah, they've been trouble. Good defense, though, to take away that, not give him that opportunity to have an open look.
Yeah, didn't give him a quality shot.
Camacho getting ready to take it here. Actually, I think these officials telling that there's photographers or something that are too close to the field right there.
Yeah. He's right on the line, actually. Now telling him to move back.
Interesting, too, wearing an Osseo shirt.
Is he scouting? Okay, clock will resume as soon as he makes contact.
Looking far post with that one, but a defender up strong to get it out.
Should have been. The clock is now finally started.
Chipped ahead here, and that one whistled down. Looks like it'll be a free kick for Armstrong. And that pass misfires, and it'll be Park Center getting a throw.
That's what you call an unforced turnover.
Pirates will be back here at home Tuesday to play Andover. Meanwhile, for Armstrong, they've got a Saturday game at Centennial. I believe that one might be a makeup from one of those storm days or heat days. Carried here by Kamara. Met, though. And that'll be a foul call going against Park Center. Hunt sending one up.
Oop, takedown.
And that'll be a foul against Park Center as Fernandez knocked down. And Pirates pleading their case, but
yeah, I've never seen a team win a battle against the referee. Yeah, pushed them back.
Through the underhook, the arm under
the chin.
The good news for them, though, is it happens outside the box at least. Another 5 yards, and that would have been bad news. But
this is still dangerous.
Yeah. Abdul Rahman shooting it. It goes off the wall and then just wide. Be a corner kick upcoming for Armstrong. He got a lot into that one. Hit a defender and then bounced not too far wide of that goalpost.
Here's the wall, hits the back, and then over the end line. And here we go again, another set play.
Kamara taking this corner.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put him near into the box area.
Ooh, and there's a header that'll go over the top. They again able to get up and get into that ball. Newman is a defender, but good size and a guy that can be valuable coming forward on set pieces like that, but not able to direct that one in. And again, we talked about Park Center, small team overall, but they've done a little bit better job, I think, of at least, blocking out, cutting off the guy from getting a full run at it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, Armstrong has really impressed me with the accuracy of their corners.
Yeah, and it's been now 3 different guys. We saw earlier Hunt and Mahabadi able to do it, that time Kamara. Trip call there against Park Center.
When we're racking up the fouls here.
And Abdul Rahman not satisfied with the foul call. He said, I've seen us get some yellows. I would like to see one against them, but they didn't rose to that level on that play. Here's Hunt. Dropping it to Abdul Rahman, trying to get free for a shot. He does. He fires. He hits the goalpost. Rebound, try Kamara. It's still loose. Bennett out, trying to get to it. Follow-up opportunity goes wide.
Holy buckets.
Oh, Armstrong did everything but score there.
It's like a ping pong in front of the net.
Back and forth it went. They got it. First, a great shot there by Abdul Rahman. That's off the goalpost. Then watch Kamara get to it. Trying to head it in. Keeper out. Battling. Hits a defender. And then the last shot, Mahabadi with the left foot. Not able to get it to go there.
Wow.
Sigh of relief for Bennett and
Yeah.
the Pirates as Armstrong got, 3 or 4 good chances all in one sequence. High bouncer here. This is a tough one for the defender and have to just knock it out. Arroyo, that ball bouncing over his head, you start to get that sinking feeling. Like, I don't know where it's going to come down. Kamara trying to step between defenders. This will be a goal kick. Approaching 10 minutes to go in this one. Northwest Suburban Boys Soccer here on CCX Sports. Armstrong and Park Center tied at 2. Boy, it's been a very eventful one.
For the last few minutes has been incredible. Talk about some action.
And kind of, feels a little playoff-like, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell they're really
It's a high level, intense.
trying to. Both teams really laying it all out there now, too. And we've had stretches, first half, again, was mostly Armstrong. They led 2-1. But, I mean, not even just the score, the overall play. But then Park Center coming back. Here's Camacho. Oh, a nice defensive play to break that one up. Still loose, though.
Trying to turn and shoot, but there's too many white jerseys attacking.
Well defended by Armstrong after initially Camacho looked like he was really going to get in close for a good opportunity. Nice job getting back defensively there for PC. So see how many more good chances can we have down the stretch of this one. There have been a lot of offense.
Offside.
Camacho is injured. Wonder if this might be a cramp. Yeah, it looks like it must be. He's asking a teammate to stretch him out.
Yeah, this is the time of the game where that can happen. Boy, he's been all over the place.
Yeah, very skilled player, very quick. But right now, cramping up here with about 8.5 to go.
And they need Camacho up and active. Let's see how bad the cramp is. There's a view of the crowd.
Here's a look at what we've got coming your way on CCX Sports here is for game coverage on Friday night. Totino Grace will be hosting Simley in football. Pretty good matchup there. And then we got a Monday night volleyball as Hopkins is at home to take on Southwest. And then a couple of good football games late next week as Wayzata hosts Shakopee on Thursday night and then Cooper hosting Armstrong on Friday night. So right into the heart of the high school sports season, and we hope you're enjoying things so far as much as we are. There's Camacho now looking to get up, and again, cramps can be incredibly painful and then just feel like they go away. I mean, if you get it stretched out, it kind of works itself, and you can be pretty good to go again a few minutes later.
We'll see if he just goes to the bench and relaxes his legs, or does he work with the trainer? I think he's just going for the bench.
And there's some little different theories on what's the best way. I mean, sometimes you see people use the rollers on the calf, or obviously hydrate is one kind of universal, but some people say get off your feet for a few minutes, others say get up and walk around. And
yeah, I don't know the answer.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of go with what works, but I always have sympathy for that, because I've had, within the last week, woke up in the middle of the night with the
Charlie horse
cramp in my calf that hurts.
Oh my gosh,
so
yes.
bad.
Oh, that hurts.
Boy, so when I see a player down like that, I have a lot of sympathy. Intercepted there, Abdul Rahman trying to get a return pass here. Pirates, and we got a little bit of a hold there, so foul call going against Park Center. We get free kick coming here for Armstrong. Approaching 7.5 to go here in the second half. We are tied up at 2 apiece. Newman will take this free kick here for Armstrong. And got a little too much into that one as he drive it. It'll be a goal kick coming for Park Center. I think it's fair to say that for a while there, Park Center definitely had the momentum, but
yes.
not anymore, I wouldn't say. I mean, now the chances have sort of gone back and forth.
Yeah, Armstrong's been doing a terrific job of keeping their offense busy and very aggressive.
And keep in mind, again, they are shorthanded with the cards issued there to Heighton.
I think Park Center is saying, are you sure that they're shorthanded? They seem to be all over the place.
Driven upfield here, Nunu trying to put pressure on the D. It's going to be out off Armstrong, so we will get a throw for Park Center. Now you kind of pull together for that last push at 6.5 minutes and kind of go hard for the whole remaining time, if at all possible. And foul there on Nunu.
Ooh, he didn't want to do that.
He kind of was staying down low when he got into the legs of the taller player there, and just kind of was like pushing into his legs, and they spotted it. Abdul Rahman carrying here for Armstrong. Ooh, almost snuck that one through. Yeah, they've kind of got Park Center back on their heels a little bit in the defensive end. Even when they've been able to intercept passes, they've been a little bit unsure what to do with it, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Armstrong is pressing very hard, even for a down. They're not getting into a defensive shell. We have a stoppage of play, player down, another cramp.
Another cramping situation for Park Center here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can relate. Middle of the night getting a cramp in your leg, on your calf muscle, and you just lay there going, oh, please go away.
Oh, more than one. I think the first one we saw was the one that led to the stoppage, and maybe a little more serious, and that was Russell Yang.
So Yang is coming off.
Camacho, who went out with cramps earlier, is back in now for Park Center. And so back into play here as they take the throw in. There's Camacho. Another throw for Park Center. And that one will roll out, so a goal kick coming here for Armstrong, as Newman didn't want to take any chances with that one. He just made sure it went far enough and shielded off the forward. Knocked back ahead, Kamara.
Boy, they have been marking him brilliantly all game long.
Yeah, keep in mind he came in with 10 goals already this year and not on the board tonight. Oh, they had a near miss after a corner kick was knocked down but not handled by the keeper. Abdul Rahman trying to get free. A lot of traffic though. Volleyed right back in. And Bennett this time will call his teammate off. A little bit of a stumble, but he gets to it.
That's the right place. Smother the ball. Make darn sure you have it. Here come the Pirates.
Camacho stepping to the middle there, but was met. Armstrong seems like they've kind of got a second wind. They've been back to playing quite well down the stretch here, especially for being one man short.
Yes.
You know, obviously we're not there yet, but if it does end up in a tie, I think it's kind of like two different feelings for these teams a little bit. You know,
Like, yeah, one of them was that we let it get away.
yeah, and for Park Center, they, you know, feel like, I mean, I thought maybe in a way they were fortunate to be only down one at halftime. Ooh, sent ahead for Nunu, trying to get to it. Fisher blocking it, but he's down. And good recovery defensively as they don't allow the Pirates a follow-up try. Now sent ahead the other way. Fernandez racing after it. But he was all alone against a couple, 2 or 3 defenders there.
We'll see if the referee calls time. No. Players up.
Yeah, Fernandez now went to a sitting position, but Park Center has the ball, so they're not going to stop it right now. They'll stop if it goes out. Now he'll probably. Yeah, I think we're going to.
Yep, stoppage. 2:38 to go in the match. And with the new rule.
2:39 they've got on the board there, yeah.
Yeah, the clock's still running. See the last opportunity.
Sent ahead there, and Nunu
Oh,
tried
wow.
to play it around the keeper, and Fisher slid out. And Fernandez being helped off again. It certainly appears to be cramps, or I guess we don't want to just blanket say that every time, but it sure looks like it.
Players getting hydrated, which is key.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, though, that everybody talks about, oh, you just have to hydrate, you have to hydrate. If that was true that that worked every time, then we wouldn't be seeing this because everybody knows that. But
it's part of it. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, obviously you have to be in good physical condition. A lot of leg work or leg exercise.
Yeah. Well, and I do feel like, and again, no scientific basis for this, but I think it is more common on turf that we're seeing the calf cramps as well.
Could be.
I mean, there's a lot of good things about playing on turf for sure.
Right.
It's a much more even surface and you know, handles weather better and everything. But I do feel like we probably do see more of it.
Yep. It's because the artificial turf has a hard underlying.
Knocked away from Hassan here, and here come the Pirates. It's going to be banked out off of an Armstrong player, so a throw for PC here. But down to about 1:40 to go here. And keep in mind, of course, we no longer have overtime in regular season games. So if we stay at 2s, that's where we'll end up. Pirates making a substitution as Yang, who was one of the guys who went out with cramps a few moments ago, coming back in. And trying to get that throw down toward the corner. It goes out of play and will be a throw for Park Center again here. They want to get one last good opportunity. But throw-in was kind of in between players there.
And again, Armstrong doing a terrific job of going to the ball, winning the one-on-ones.
Abdul Rahman will be called for that foul. And so Park Center will get it, and he's feeling like he was held up first there and did the right thing by walking away, though he wasn't too happy, but bounces ahead. 20 seconds to go. Foul call there against Park Center. Armstrong trying to hurry it back into play, but now down to 10. Knocked ahead. It'll roll to Bennett, but that is going to pretty much eat up the remainder of our time. So eventful evening here at Park Center. Armstrong scored 25 seconds into the match. Park Center got one off a corner kick like Armstrong's was to tie it up. Then another goal for Armstrong about midway through the first half. And then early in the second, the Pirates get the tying goal that actually deflected in off a defender. And we had some good chances down the stretch both ways, but we stay tied at 2-2, and that is our final here this evening. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast here from Park Center High School. It's been a fun one. Thanks to the coaches from both these teams, and thanks to the staff here at Park Center for having us over for soccer here tonight. Armstrong 2, Park Center 2 is our final. Good night from Park Center High School.